While thinking about financial goals, I found that this conversation between Alice and the Cheshire Cat from the story of Alice in Wonderland pretty relevant to the financial goals and planning. When Alice asked which way to go, the Cheshire Cat replied, "That depends on where you want to get to." Well, Alice replied, "I don't know much." So the cat said, "Then it doesn't much matter which way to go." And this is how financial goals look like for many people. There are popular statements like becoming a millionaire, getting financial freedom, quitting a job to start traveling. And whether these goals are meaningless or not depends if they are simply vague ideas or goals backed up by real strategy, timelines, and actions. So in this video, I'll explain the steps you need to take to avoid meaningless goals and make your goals a reality. So make sure to stick around until the end. The popular financial goals that I mentioned earlier could be achievable if they are well-defined goals and not simply desires, and also if you have a clear understanding what these goals mean to you. So ask yourself, what does financial independence or freedom mean to you? It could mean different things for each individual. For some, it could simply mean not to depend on their spouse. For others, could mean to have sources of passive income and not work 9 to 5. For others, it means more time with family or freedom to travel anytime they want. You have to have a clear idea why you want to get financial freedom, because it can mean different things for each person. By clearly defining what it means for you, you can quantify it, meaning you'll have a better understanding of the amount of savings and income you might need. You would be able to measure what success would look like, because my number for financial freedom may be different from your number, because our lifestyle, expectations, and vision could be different. So it's about having a specific goal and understanding the meaning of it. This is the first step. Next, it's important to understand that wanting something and being committed to it are two different things. Commitment is when your actions start matching your desires. But if you don't know what you are doing exactly to get there, you'll end up nowhere, like the Cheshire Cat said. So you don't want to have vague ideas and chase something you don't understand why you need or want. For example, if I want to learn swimming, it's my goal, but I haven't put it in my schedule, signed up for a swim school, or hired an instructor. This is just a wish and there is no commitment. So once you understand the reason and meaning of your financial goals, you can take action, come up with your strategy, and hold yourself accountable to be committed. This proves that there is a need for change. You need to start making adjustments in your life so you can achieve your financial goals. This reminds me of the quote by Jim Rohn: "Life doesn't get better by chance, it gets better by change." Now, when speaking about change, we are often fearful because we think of a drastic change like 180 degrees, which is of course hard and most of the time unsustainable. We're talking here about small sustainable changes that are easy to commit to, and while this could be small changes, the impact can be big. And this brings us to the step number 4, which is defining timelines. Once you have your plan in mind, you need to start taking actions with specific timelines. Without specific timelines, you won't be able to be fully committed. Your strategy needs to include specific timelines. You need to ask yourself, where do I want to be at in a year from now, in 3, in 5 years from now? The truth is, decisions and changes you make today determine how your life will look like in a few years. And we're not talking here about unforeseen things that we cannot control, but generally what we decide and do today will affect your life on a long run. And something to remember is that making no decision at all is still a decision that will define how your life will look like in a few years from now. So first, come up with modest goals for the first year. For example, invest X amount in the first year. Then next year, double up that amount if possible. Same logic applies for the following years. Because when you learn to live without X amount of money each year, when putting it in savings and investments, you adjust your lifestyle and improve how you handle your finances. So you're making gradual, sustainable changes that contribute to your financial goal within specific timelines. Now let's put these 4 steps into a practical example. Let's say in 5 years you want to see yourself quitting your 9 to 5 job to spend more time with your family and live off your passive income streams. This could be a realistic goal to achieve. Now you have to figure out how to get there. Let's summarize this. So you have a realistic goal with specific timeline. You know what your goal means to you, and you have a specific amount in mind that needs to be generated from passive income sources to allow you maintain certain lifestyle. Now, since you have all these important steps clearly stated, you can come up with a strategy how to build passive income streams. You start by simply tracking your expenses. Use a spreadsheet and document everything. Put down the essential expenses like utilities, rent, groceries in a separate section, and also list your other non-essential expenses. Once you have a data to look at, it will be so easy to see how to make adjustments. Based on this data, you can start planning your goal for the first year, the second, and with the same logic for the following years. Maybe you'll start investing X amount each month in index funds and let your investments grow. If you're interested to learn investing, make sure to watch my videos about it, and I'll link them in the description box below. Next, you can decide how much of your time and money to invest in passive income generating side business. Or maybe you want to invest into real estate and build your passive income off rental properties. So you start educating yourself, researching the market, putting a timeline of purchasing your first home, then second, and applying the same logic. So when you have a clear understanding of where you want to see yourself at and add timelines to it, you can start generating specific plan how to get there. I hope this video was helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like to support my channel. And also please feel free to comment down below and share your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.